What a world. Welcome to an episode of BrandonJaneauShow, Wrestling Life. As you know, I am the host, Brandon Janeau, and like always on all podcast platforms everywhere, BrandonJaneauShow. Type it in. You don't have to space it. I don't think you should. I don't think you have to, but if you do, it's BrandonJaneauShow. JANEAU show. Uh, on all podcast platforms everywhere. Also, social media. Instagram threads, Brand Janeau, Facebook, The Brand Janeau Show, and of course, TikTok, Brand Janeau Show. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. Go follow me on all those social media platforms. I would appreciate it if you did. Really, where you go? It's the good old YouTube channel, man. Brand Janeau Show YouTube channel. Um, yeah, Brand Janeau Show YouTube channel. Uh, go subscribe, comment, like the vids, like the shorts. Yeah, helps in the algorithm. If you do, I've been dragging my feet. I haven't really done a lot on YouTube, but I should get back to it, man. I've been saying that for like months now, but I'm gonna definitely try to get back to doing the clips and everything. Just been dragging my feet, but yeah. Like I said, this is wrestling life, and like always, at the every WWE PLE, I'm here. I will talk about it. Today's PLE was WWE's Crown Jewel. For the first time, Crown Jewel was held not in Saudi Arabia, but in Perth, Australia. Sorry, not in Saudi Arabia, but in Perth, Australia. Uh, and Crown Jewel, it's a pretty good goddamn show. I mean, this is probably again WWE's had some strings of here and there shows. Last PLE was just not one of them. WrestlePalooza sucked pretty much. Just get real. WrestlePalooza fucking sucked. It was not good. And then you had but then the PLE before that was what was the PLE before that? Clash in Paris. I thought Clash in Paris was pretty decent. I didn't think it was a bad show. I thought it was pretty decent. Um, for Clash in Paris, it was SummerSlam, which 2 nights it was just like I thought night two was better than night one, and that's not saying a lot for SummerSlam. It wasn't really saying a lot. But anyway, uh, yeah, for the most part, this match was way fucking better. This PLE was way fucking better. Better stories. It felt actually like a real PLE that had actual stories coming in. Like I said, four of the matches literally told stories coming in, which this is what wrestling is. Tell a damn story. Maybe we get hooked into the damn match. Um, but yeah, man. There's only 5 matches on this card. If you do not know how I do my rating review shows, um, I go from talk about each match individually. My favorite, my most to I rate each match. Uh, if I have more than 5-star matches, which I have 3 5-star matches on this card, I talk about each 5-star match and name one my match of the night. Um, like I said, only 5 matches. I mean, for a PLE that had 5 matches, this is what we needed. Um, do I think WWE's turning around their booking? Possibly. I mean, SmackDown was very good last night. I watched it. It was pretty fucking good last night. Raw this past week was pretty fucking good, which, I was pretty down on everything coming into this week. Came to wrestling, particularly, you know, WWE main roster. But if I was WWE, I would actually pat myself on the back. This was probably your best week you've had in maybe a year. Like this was the best overall week. Monday, Tuesday, Friday and now actual PLE that we can actually say is pretty fucking good. Yeah, this is probably your best week you've had all fucking year. Everything hit. Everything made sense. Everything made sense. 100% sense. So, yeah. Yeah, Crown Jewel wasn't bad, man. I actually like the atmosphere of it not being in Saudi Arabia and actually being in a different place. I hope they actually do more of that moving forward. I actually hope they really do more of that. I hope they do move this around, not just always in Saudi Arabia. I hope they actually move it the fuck around because a Crown Jewel in Perth or Paris, I think next year should be Crown Jewel in Paris. I think that shit will be so fucking electrifying to see how that would look in Paris. Um, so yeah, like I said, 5 matches on the card. That's not a lot of bad in this PLE. This is probably the most consistently good wrestling and storytelling they've told had all fucking year. Like this might be the best thing they've done all fucking year from a PLE standpoint. I would say, mm, again, Elimination Chamber was pretty fucking good. People forget Elimination Chamber was really fucking good. The Royal Rumble was really fucking good. I mean, you had the two Royal Rumble matches and a Cody and Kevin Owens match, and of course the Motor. I would say this: there was not a down match on this card, which is rare, especially on a WWE PLE. There's always like that one down match where you kind of like this shit. I don't really care about it. I mean, even the match I thought would be the down match that had no story coming. It was just about just them trying to fight for the Crown Jewel title. That match was fucking good. Like it was good. So let's get into it, man. My first match, it is Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus the Kabuki Warriors. I gave this 4 stars. For some people, they probably think, why I give this 4 stars? Why not 4.5? Why not 5? This felt like the traditional tag team match that they usually do, especially when somebody is either coming back from an injury or debuting for the first time, or you know, or in this case for Rhea Ripley in their hometown. And the person they're teaming with takes all of the punishment, and then they tag themselves in and get the hot tag, and everybody in the building just lose their shit. This literally what it was. It was the casual WWE tag team match, and that's cool. I'm not mad at that. It is what it is. But when you got 4 of the best in the ring right now, you know, EO, who's literally the best wrestler in the world right now, Rhea, who can hold on, Oscar, who's one of the best to ever do it, and Kairi Sane, who is starting to finally break out of her shell. This is what you want. I mean, this is the best situation for you. I mean, this is what you want. Like I said, it just felt like it was just them just leading to Rhea getting the hot tag, and that's cool. But again, when you do a match like that, it's kind of hard to get into it because that's all the fuck you're doing. Like, not saying that Asuka and Kyrie beating down Io wasn't good for them, but it just felt like that's all the fuck you were waiting for. It was real to get that hot tag in Australia, and it's just like, and even in a sense, I love the fact that she even gave the win to Io. She just tagged Io in and let her get the win over the Kabuki Warriors, which was great. Um, I don't know where you go from here. Particularly, I know they're going to all be in war games. That's pretty fucking obvious. I think Io and Rhea, AJ Lee. I can see Charlotte and Alexa. Because yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That puts SmackDown in it, particularly. That gives SmackDown their look. Um, but yeah, I mean, for me personally, I thought this match was good. I thought it was pretty good. It took a minute, but it cooked and did it exactly what it needed to do. 4 stars, man. All 4 of these women are incredible, so not surprising. And it's 4 stars. The next match, it is Stephanie Verker versus Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel title. I get this 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. This is the match I said that literally had no story. They had nothing coming into this match, but I'm gonna be 100. This might be Tiffany's best match she had all fucking year. Better than the Nia match with the last woman stand-in. Uh, Clearly better than her and Charlotte at WrestleMania. Um, this was it. This was it. Even the Jade in her match from a couple weeks ago, this was it. There was no better match. Like this was Tiffany's best fucking match she had all fucking year. Undefeated all year, and this was her best match. This is just, this is her best fucking match. Like it's not even close. It like this was, and again I said this to my family Wednesday night. I said this to my brother Brian Beeline on Straight Through Ropes. I literally said like Stephanie's gonna have to call this match because Tiffany cannot be the one to call this match. She's still young in the ring. Stephanie's been doing this for too long to not be calling this fucking match. And it felt like she coached her to a good fucking match. I mean, let's be real. Like this is probably, like I said, you can't tell me Tiffany, who had a complete and utter botch a couple weeks ago on fucking Friday Night SmackDown, then turns around and calls a match like this. Like that's fucking crazy. Like this was the best match she could have asked for. This again, Tiffany's not bad in the ring. They just don't have no fucking women for her on SmackDown. Like none. And it is just it's just bad, man. When you have no women on SmackDown, that's probably a fucking problem. This is why I feel like Tiffany just fell into this trap of like she has no women on SmackDown. That's why I keep saying a draft would have done SmackDown Women's Division good. It would have done it fucking phenomenal. But Tiffany's got no one, and then you're still waiting for Bianca to come back, and we don't know when she's coming back. We don't know if she's even coming back this year. She might make an appearance in the Royal Rumble. Like she might not even be back the rest of the year. So now you really have it having a bad situation because now you're putting Tiffany Stratton in a really fucked up situation. And if these reports are true that it's gonna be her and Jade again, it's like, bro, you can't keep doing this shit to this girl. She has had this belt for too fucking long, and yet you still don't know how to book her. That's a problem, especially when you see a match like this that she has with Stephanie Verker tonight. It's fucking today. It's fucking crazy to sit here and say that Tiffany can't go in the ring. No, she could go in the ring. She just don't have no fucking opponents. Like this is bad, man. You see a match like this for her, and then you turn around and still say she can't go in the ring or this or that. Like, bro, you fucking lying. For Stephanie, I don't know what you do, Stephanie. I thought she would be in War Games. It sounds like the team will be Rhea, Io, AJ Lee, and Charlotte and Alexa. Cool. But what the fuck do you do with Stephanie? Because I know damn well you're not gonna leave Stephanie Vicker off the fucking War Games. Like that is just very stupid, especially in California. That's very stupid. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know what you do with her, but I've been said this. But since Oscar and Neo, or Oscar and Kyrie are gonna both be in War Games, I don't know what you do with Stephanie. Do you give her Laura Vancaria? I wouldn't mind it. I think that'd be a pretty good idea. I think the way that people are saying that this is going to be lined up is that it's going to be uh, Becky, Kabuki Warriors. I think they said Nia Jackson, Last Legend. I wouldn't mind that War Games match. I think that'd be a dope ass War Games match. But you leave out a lot of fucking people. Tiffany, who's been holding it down. Tiffany is off that card now. You have no Tiffany. You have no Raquel and Roxanne, which you have no Bailey or Laura. Like it's like I get that you gotta get SmackDown involved, but I don't think SmackDown needs to be that involved. And that's where the problem kicks in. Because again, it goes into in the way it looked last night, yeah, particularly last night, they're going to do something with Julia at some point. Is Julia? Yeah, I don't see how Stephanie or Tiffany is not going to be at War Games. I don't see how either one of these women, neither one of them gets a match. That's fucking crazy. I don't see. Maybe they do Tiffany and Jade, which cover their ass in that sense. But from November 1st to November 29th, that's a lot of fucking time to create at least a fucking storyline with her and Chelsea Green, her and Julia, someone. It's enough time to create a storyline to then put them in a ring at Survivor Series. For Stephanie, is it Bailey? Is it Laura? Is it Roxanne? Is it Raquel? I can see Stephanie and Raquel. I mean, she's been getting a lot of wins recently, so it's clear as day that y'all are moving in the direction of Stephanie and Raquel Rodriguez. So if that is the case, is that going to happen at Survivor Series? Because if that's the case, because again, like I said, they keep saying they're not going to have, if this reports are true, which again, I don't believe none of this shit until it happens. I don't know how the fuck you do War Games for the women. I knew Rhea and Io would be in it. I knew AJ would be in it, which I don't see why you put AJ Lee in a fucking War Games match. I get that she has been beefing with Becky, but she's not even on fucking TV right now. And we got weeks to do this, but why put AJ Lee in that situation? I don't understand, especially if you're not going to probably do anything with AJ and Becky until maybe next fucking year. It doesn't make sense to do that. This is probably what they're thinking, and they're probably going to do this at WrestleMania, which is AJ and Becky. Because the longer this is drawing out and playing out, that's what the match is. Because if this is again, if these reports are true, that it's Punk and Rollins at Saturday Night Main Event, it's like then that must mean AJ and Becky are going to be pushed further and further down the line, so they can have that match. It just I don't know, man. This is kind of weird. I don't know what to do, man. But this match was great, man. Like I said, I don't see either one of these women being left off of the Survivor Series card. I just can't see it. Could it happen? It definitely could happen. But you got two War Games matches that both going to take up literally 2 hours of the PLE. You're going to have a down match, and if it sounds like again, these reports are true, that Cody and Drew are probably going to go one-on-one again at, you know, and this is another thing that these reports are continuously saying, like, oh, it's going to be Cody and, the winner of Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre at Saturday Night Main Event. And I'm like, so you're going to give us a Jacob and Drew McIntyre match on Friday Night SmackDown just to turn around and give us that same fucking match literally 2 weeks later? That don't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make actual fucking sense. I don't like that. It's very stupid, and I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should do that. I think Drew beats Jacob, and that's just the end of it. We move on and let Drew go against Cody at fucking Saturday Night Main Event if that's how you want to play it. And Drew ends up in War Games. This doesn't make logical sense. This is why I think like they threw some shit out there to these people just to fucking see how they were gonna play it. But yeah, I'll talk about that match in a minute. But all in all, Stephanie and Tiffany was great. No story, but the story was the title of being the crown jewel champion. But that's about it. Stephanie just won a belt literally, a month ago? A couple of weeks ago, really. It wasn't even a month ago. It won't be a month until October 20th. She won a belt literally a couple of weeks ago. Tiffany's been champion for months. And this was her best match she's had since being actually champion. so yeah. 5 matches, 3 to go, and all 3 of these matches have 5 stars. So let's get into it. The first 5-star match that I have on this is Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. This is 5 stars, and this was an Australian street fight. People ask the question, was this the right decision to give it to Bronson Reed? Yes, the fuck it was. Yes, it was. Because of the aftermath, which was how Bronson won. Jay spearing Roman through the table, and not Bronson or Braun. It was Jay spearing Roman through the table, which makes it even more fucked up. Maybe y'all get what y'all want, which is Jay turning heel. But this is what I've been saying about this heel turn if Jay is going to do it. If they're going to really do this, Jay has to leave the bloodline the fuck alone. He has to betray them. He has to leave them. He has to fucking do it on his own. I don't want him in a vision. That'd be very stupid to just put Jay back in another group. If Jay's going to do this, Jay needs to do it on his fucking own. I love the fact that Roman Reigns at the end of this match literally looked at both of the Usos and said, this is why I told y'all stay your ass in the back. Because the world think I can't do this shit on my own. I love that. I fucking love that. Because he's right. There is people that I am one of them. That he needs to finally do shit on his own, bro. He does not need the bloodline. But this is the thing about these stories. If you're gonna drag this shit out like y'all are dragging this shit out, then matches like this need to happen. Roman needs to lose. He can't win every fucking thing. He needs to lose to build new stars. I thought this match was amazing. I thought it was incredible. To start off a PLE, this is what you needed. You needed Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed to go out there and do their thing. Um, I love the fact that this happened the way it happened. Anybody that thought Bronson Reed was gonna lose this match is just stupid. I don't understand this. I don't know what you do with Roman moving forward. Roman is pretty much saying, "I'm done. I'm gone again." Which again, this is why I fucking despise when he comes and he fucking goes. Like he comes and then he leaves and then he comes back and then everybody on social media is like, "See, this is why Roman Reigns is the greatest." It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Like this motherfucker did not put any effort into this storyline. He's not helping the storyline. He comes in for 2 weeks, get your fucking nerd, get you engaged, and then he just dips. And it's just like, bro, what the fuck is this? So now for weeks it's gonna be Jey Uso just walking around, not being a part of not talking to Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get him on the same page, and it's gonna take literally Jimmy getting taken out for Roman to finally come back and help Jey. You know, and that's how we're gonna get them in a War Games match. Why? Why are we doing all this fucking work? Why, bro? Why are we gonna have Roman off of TV for fuck damn near a month just to get to a place we already know where the fuck we're going? We can have him on TV and build to this fucking War Games match. Instead, we're gonna have Jay having to trust LA Knight or CM Punk just for fucking nothing. It's like, bro, I don't understand this shit. I don't get this shit. I don't like this shit. I think it's fucking stupid. I like my idea, but I think my idea will be way fucking better for the War Games match, which is Drew beats Cody at Saturday Main Event. He takes the belt from Cody. One thing that does is make Cody Rhodes have to chase Drew McIntyre. Drew joins the division for the War Games match. Done. Drew joins joins Seth Rollins for the War Games match. Now, the fifth person that you want to put in there, you can have it be Brock, which I think a lot of people like it's gonna be Brock. I don't think Brock needs to be in a War Games match. I'm just the only person that probably thinks this on the planet. Brock being in a War Games match makes literally no fucking sense. Like Brock is War Games. If you survive Brock Lesnar, you won War Games, nigga. You survived War Games. Why the fuck are you putting him in a War Games match? That doesn't make logical sense. Brock could take bumps. Brock could sell like a motherfucker, but Brock Lesnar is, bro. Brock is. It doesn't make sense for Brock Lesnar to be in War Games. I just don't think that's a smart fucking idea. I think Drew, I think Drew being in War Games is better. If you want to bring Austin Theory back and put him on a Vision, I don't think that's a good idea either. I think it's a very stupid fucking idea. And I'll talk about that too. Talk about that later on this week. Why I hate that dumbass report. I think it's stupid to do that. That's why I think I don't think any of this shit is actually reality. I don't think none of that shit was reported. I don't think none of that shit's actually happening. None of it. Austin Theory needed to come back either today or Monday. Like he needs to come back now and get associated with the fucking Vision. He needs to come back now. If he's not coming back anytime soon, there's no reason for him to be a part of the fucking Vision. It'd be fucking stupid. And on top of that, why would you put him in the Vision when before he left he was a fucking heel? So you're gonna go back on your fucking work. Grayson Waller's been talking down on this man for months, for a month or two now. He's not gonna get no revenge on this dude for talking down on him. Like it just doesn't make any sense to put him in the Vision. I don't understand why that fucking makes sense to y'all. But anyway, yeah, I don't think Brock needs to be in the fucking War Games match. I don't like Austin Theory being in this. I think it should be Drew and Gunther. It should be Drew and Gunther. That should be the War Games match. I said this even Monday when I did my Wrestling Life episode. I literally said, I don't see John Cena being in War Games if Brock Lesnar's in War Games, because that's fucking stupid. It doesn't make sense. I saw reports saying it's going to be John Cena and Drew McIntyre. I mean, John Cena and Dominic Mysterio, which I actually said would be an actual smart idea. It would be John Cena beats Dominic Mysterio at San Diego, take the belt from Dom. He becomes a Grand Slam champion, and then Dom beats him in Washington, and that's how Dom gets the belt back. And that's John Cena's last opponent. But it's still reports saying that it's going to be Gunther. I don't think that's a good idea either. Like, if Dom is going to fight John Cena at War Games, then Dom needs to be his final opponent. But if that is the case, if it's still going to be Gunther, then Dom and John does not need to touch us at Survivor Series. Then John can be in War Games. It would make sense. Because everything has to segue into John Cena's last match. Roman and Bronson was good. But I just don't like the direction this shit is going again. It's so fucking stupid. Which is Roman is leaving again just so he can go take a couple weeks off. Then he's going to come back when War Games is heating up again. Y'all get excited for this fucking dude. I do not give a fuck about this dude. It's to the point now where it's just like, bro, either your ass is all the way in or your ass is all the way out. I don't need you to do half-assing. Y'all like that shit for some fucking apparent reason. I do not. I don't like that shit at all, bro. Oh no, this was a good match, man. It was a really good match. Probably Bronson Reed's best fucking match that he's had in a very long time. So yeah, these next two matches are hard. I could say Cole match of the night. I could do it. I mean, I could definitely do it. It's my fucking podcast. I can never say it's Cole match of the night. Matter of fact, you know what? Fuck it, it is Cole match of the night. I can't pick one other over the other. One has significant value to literally me as a person watching these two men all of my life, both John Cena and AJ Styles in TNA and both in WWE. I have too much respect and love for both of these men. And that match was fucking phenomenal. And then Seth and Cody are literally the best to do it right now in the business. And anybody that's still hating on Cody Rhodes, please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Y'all are hating on this man for no reason at all. You sitting there talking about something. His title run sucks. Roman's title run sucked. The fuck are you talking about? Y'all, like I say all the time about y'all, y'all only remember the 2.5 years that y'all can fucking physically remember. Those first couple months, first year and a half of Roman Reigns' title run fucking sucked. It fucking sucked. Yeah, the story was there, but the fucking storyline sucked for most of the time. This shit didn't get good until they put Sammy in the fucking storyline. And people forget that shit. Like, people continuously think, like, oh, that storyline was always great. No, the fuck it wasn't. That storyline sucked. I can give y'all old fucking videos of mine where I literally said the Bloodline storyline sucks. This shit just sucks. It's just a big ass, long, drawn out story for no reason. The best thing for that storyline was that it was about 4.5 fucking years, because that was the only good thing about that storyline. If you actually had put that storyline into where it was supposed to go, which, yeah, that storyline fucking sucked, dude. You had literally Drew McIntyre. Drew and Roman had a match with the Usos and RK Bro at Backlash. We didn't see Roman and Drew actually fucking wrestle each other until Clash at the Castle, which was like in September. Backlash was in fucking April. Roman was off of TV for fucking months, nigga. Like, the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? Yeah. Again, like I say all the time, y'all only remember what the fuck you want to about that fucking storyline. That storyline fucking sucked for a good 2 years. It was just Roman just torturing the fucking Usos for most of the fucking. Matter of fact, Jimmy didn't come back until what? Like, maybe like May of 2021? Like, he didn't come back to 2021. Like, bro, like people forget that shit, bro. Like, Jimmy didn't come back to like maybe like what, April, May of 2021. So for like most of the storyline, it was just Jay and him. So yeah, man, I whatever, bro. But they're both they're both co-match of the nights. I can't really pick one or the other, so I'm gonna just talk about the one and then get to the other. So let's get into this, man. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. I love this fucking match. This match was fucking phenomenal. It was great. It was excellent. Cody and Seth do not miss when they're in the ring together, ever. Seth and I've said this numerous times. There's not too many matches that I've watched Seth Rollins have where he's not in his best form. When him and Roman are in the ring together, they're top tier together. When him and Cody are in the ring together, they're top tier together. People want to sit here and talk about how Seth Rollins isn't the guy, or this is why he's number two, or this is why he's Triple H of this era. Do you understand what the fuck y'all be talking about? Because y'all just be saying shit just to make it sound like Seth's not on that level. Seth is on that fucking level, bro. As an in-ring performer, he's way better than what people give him credit for, and his ability in the ring is fucking phenomenal. And his storylines are better than what people say. Cody versus Seth for the WWE Crown Jewel title, men's Crown Jewel title, was fucking phenomenal. Every fucking bit of this story. And to sit there and say they had to set this up in what, 2-3 weeks? And they set it up in 2 or 3 weeks. They made you feel the emotion before the match even started. And then when this match happens, it's fucking phenomenal. Cody and Seth fucking fit each other. I don't know what it is. Anytime they get in the ring, they fucking work. I love the fact that they didn't even have an outside interference. I mean, Seth hit Cody with the watch that he gave him for WrestleMania 40, but there was no outside interference. I love that. I think it was the best decision to have Seth beat Cody that way. Nobody came out. It was no Brock Lesnar. It wasn't no Austin Theory. It wasn't anybody. It wasn't the Vision, Becky Lynch. It was just Seth and Cody one-on-one. In a time period of life where everybody has to interfere and everybody has to come out and everybody has to do something. Good old-fashioned cheating is just good. Good old-fashioned cheating is awesome. Cody Rhodes, man, when he's in the ring, man, despite what y'all feel about that man, he's one of the best in the fucking business, bro. You can get mad, you can cry, you can bitch, moan, and complain. Cody Rhodes is one of the best wrestlers in the fucking business. I don't know where he goes from fucking here. I do not know. The reports are saying it's gonna be Drew again, which I'm not mad at, but at the same time, it's like you gotta have a actual real plan in place for Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes this time. Don't just tell me they're gonna have a match and nothing happens afterwards. There's no Randy. There's nothing. There's got to be some significant value towards this situation, because otherwise, you're pretty much just burying Drew moving forward, and there's nothing Drew can do in this situation. All in all, man, I fucking love the fucking crossroads from the top rope. That shit was fucking brutal, bro. That shit was fucking brutal. I love the fact that everybody, hey, listen, to people, this is what I always say sometimes too. Just because we predicted this was going to happen, Seth was going to be Cody, we didn't know how he was going to do it. And this was the best fucking way to do it. This was it. This was the best way they could have done it. And I love that they did it this way. John Cena and AJ Styles. I got emotional. I'm not going to lie. I got emotional. I got really emotional. Uh, when AJ Styles came out. That man rocking the old TNA gear. I was like, yo, that's real shit. That's real shit. John Cena and AJ Styles are two of the greatest to ever do it. Anybody that sits there and tells you that they're not, I don't know what you want me to tell you. John Cena and AJ Styles are two of the greatest to ever do it. And to watch them two go out there and do what they did, and they clearly had one of the longest matches on the card because they needed it. But paying homage to both of their rivals over the years, the Coquina Clutch, Samoa Joe, the Dead Eye now named by Adam Hangman Page in AEW, which Frankie Kazarian used to use in TNA, the Acolyte, which is homage to Rusev for John Cena, the Skull Crusher finale, the Walls of Jericho, which both of them had rivalries with Chris Jericho, Chokeslam Tombstone, from John Cena, which is kind of homage to the Undertaker and Kane, because John Cena had rivalries with both of them. But Undertaker and AJ Styles also had their thing before, which was the Undertaker's last match of his career was AJ Styles. Everything about this fucking match was perfect. Randy, John Cena hitting, AJ Styles with, the vintage DDT Randy Orton does, and also the RKO. Like it's just like this fucking dude. This match was fucking phenomenal, bro. I gotta give both of these men, man, they absolute credit for this shit, man. I still don't think they should have main evented. I still don't think they should have main evented. I think people are delusional. They kept saying this should have been a main event. No, it shouldn't. No, but I never questioned that this match wouldn't be great. Now I did question how great could it be with those two. I didn't think they could turn back the clock from 2016. That's just not relatable. That's no way in hell. These men are both pushing 50. Like I just didn't see it coming. But if you're gonna sit there and give me a match like this, all right then. We can honestly say that this was great. Now, every time John Cena has a great match, we sit here and say, "See, this is why the heel turn sucked, and this is why this farewell tour has sucked." And then when John Cena has a bad match, is Triple H, she fucked up this farewell tour. You can't have it both ways. You can't sit here and say this is why this is great when he gave you Sami Zayn, when Sami Zayn and Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes, and no, this farewell tour has been, like I've said numerous times, this isn't a great farewell tour. It hasn't been a great farewell tour, but that's not because of the matches. I think people have sit here and say there's only been one match two matches really I can physically say that fucking sucked that John Cena's had doing this farewell tour. WrestleMania with him and Cody, that just fucking sucked. And because also everybody was just thinking The Rock was gonna pop up, and he never fucking showed up when he started a storyline with this man and never fucking showed up. That's one. And then the Brock Lesnar and John Cena match, which I knew going into that match, it was going to be fucking bad. I knew it was going to be bad. Who the fuck thought John Cena and Brock Lesnar was going to be a good fucking match to begin with? But every other match hasn't been bad. I think that just the stories haven't been there. And again, it goes into the vintage, the obvious, John Cena and Randy Orton, which John Cena and Randy Orton, who've been doing this for so long. And again, I've always said John Cena and Randy Orton's rivalry has been great by the storytelling, but it's not been great by the actual match quality. Punk and Cena have been great because of the match quality in the storytelling. But for the most part, I think again, like I always say about people, like, bro, they gave you exactly what you wanted. You wanted John Cena and Randy Orton. They gave you that match. You wanted John Cena and CM Punk. They gave you that match. Now, how you feel about it afterwards that's how you feel about it. But I think people are delusional when they say like, oh man, this heel turn, just has sucked all the way. Now I've been one of those guys that say, yeah, this heel turn hasn't been great, but they gave you what you wanted. You wanted John Cena and Randy Orton. You got it. You wanted heel John Cena versus face Randy Orton. You got it. You wanted CM Punk and John Cena. You got it. I don't know what the fuck y'all like. What are y'all complaining about now? I have been very open and say this heel turn sucked. It wasn't a good idea. I said that shit the moment they stopped talking about The Rock being a part of it. I said, yeah, this shit's stupid. This is not a good heel turn. Again, y'all go into this mindset of, y'all think everybody should turn heel. And then when it doesn't go y'all way, you want to sit and say, well, they should have just never did it. I never thought the heel turn was going to be good. Because I'm like, bro, they took too fucking long. It's a bad decision to turn John Cena heel his last fucking year. It was just a stupid decision. I didn't think it would be a good idea to turn John Cena fucking heel at the last second. Because you're trying to now sell it as he's a heel, but he's on his final tour. Nobody's gonna boo that shit. Who the fuck is booing that? Come on, let's be real. Who the fuck is booing John Cena at that time? But this was a great match. AJ Styles has also announced that he is retiring in 2026. Do I believe Johnson? Do I think AJ Styles is going to be pretty much gone for the rest of his? How do I say this? Do I think AJ Styles retiring AJ Styles retiring and John Cena both retiring at this kind of like the same type of time because John Cena is retiring in December. AJ Styles' contract ends in February, but he's saying he might sign an extension to do WrestleMania. Um, I mean, listen, man. Like I always say, I blame The Rock for this bullshit. It's The Rock's fault. Yes, could Triple H have booked this shit better? Yes, he fucking could have. He could have easily booked this shit better. But it doesn't blame. But I'm still not going to sit here and say that heel turn decision because The Rock wanted Cody and Triple H was just like, I'm not turning Cody Rhodes heel. That's fucking stupid. It, turning Cody Rhodes heel didn't make fucking sense. It never made fucking sense because The Rock is a bitch and he's a punk ass motherfucker and he's scary as fuck. And he sat there and decided to then get mad and say, okay, I'm going to take the one thing the fans love so near and dear, which is Cody Rhodes being the face. You didn't want me to fight Roman. All right, here we go. And ever since then, all of these storylines have had fucking holes in them. The bloodline storyline with Roman Reigns. The reason why they have to go all the way back to now Roman in the bloodline with the original bloodline, which is Jay and Jimmy. All of this shit. The reason why they have to go all the way back now is because the fucking Rock fucked up that story. Because The Rock was supposed to be a part of it. The Rock and Roman was supposed to have a match. And The Rock didn't want anything to do with it. So you bitch moaning and complaining for WrestleMania 40 to have a match with Roman and then turned around and didn't want to do a match with Roman. All of this was for fucking that. You had a chance to do it this year and you chose not to do it. Why? Why? And then you turn around and you do this, and then that fucked up John Cena storyline and Cody's. All of this shit is on The Rock. The whole booking of WWE this whole fucking year have had pothole after fucking pothole after hole after hole because the top of the card felt like it was just in a fucking holding pattern for all of these months. And now they're starting to kind of catch a fucking rhythm. Now you watch Raw, you're like, okay, Raw's not bad. They're starting to kind of catch a rhythm. SmackDown last night was not fucking bad, which is shocking to hear that a SmackDown show wasn't fucking bad. They're starting to catch a fucking rhythm. It literally took a fucking damn near a year to actually get out of the bullshit booking that they had to put on because The Rock fucked up the booking. I really do believe if John Cena would have just stayed face, we would have gotten AJ, we would have gotten CM Punk, we would have got Randy Orton, we would have got all the matches we got. But he would have probably put on his own like open challenge, which is just the young wrestlers coming out and wrestling him. So you would have gotten the Bronze and the Carmelos and the now it's almost over. Now it's almost over. The damn farewell tour is almost fucking over. And we can't do shit about that now. It's damn near over. And this all goes back to The Rock sticking his big headed ass into creative. He could have just stayed his ass out of it. But no, he always wanted to take Cody Rhodes away from the people. That's just facts, bro. John Cena and AJ Styles was fucking phenomenal tonight. Today. Cody and Seth was just as fucking phenomenal. And all of that shit is because the booking is finally turning around after literally having to dig themselves out of this fucking hole they were in because of the punk ass Rock coming back and fucking up creative. Anyway, oh no, Crown Jewel was incredible, man. I truly love this show. I thought it was a great show, consistent. This was the first PLE, like I said, you Royal Rumble had a down match. You had the what the fuck was that? Elimination Chamber had a down match. Um, and some of these PLEs just been up and down. They haven't really had too many great matches for 5 fucking matches. This was the best PLE they could have had. This was the best PLE. This is the best PLE. I gotta be honest. Uh, this might be the best PLE they put on all year. Not just the name quality, but the actual matches. Um, this was their best PLE. Crown Jewel was their best PLE. I gotta be honest. Um, I got Crown Jewel 1 right now. I gotta be honest. I thoroughly enjoyed this show. I thought this show was fucking incredible. Um, this is number 1. Elimination Chambers 2. Evolution's 3. I just love Elimination Chamber. I thought Elimination Chamber was just a phenomenal show. Seth and Kevin, the women's Elimination Chamber match, that whole shit in the men's Elimination Chamber match. Now Tiffany and Trish teaming up with it against Nia and Candice. This is what it is. But I give Evolution 3rd. All those women went out there and fucking killed. And the Royal Rumble is 4th. That's it. That's the PLEs for me. And in Clash of Paris is probably 5th. I like Money in the Bank, but it's probably 5th. Yeah, but this is their best show they put on. Name value, matches, stories, everything from top to bottom. This was the best PLE they could have asked for. So yeah, and that is all. That is all. Crazy enough, I will be back tomorrow night to do Bound for Glory, 2025 Bound for Glory, TNA's Bound for Glory. I will be doing that. So I am not done with wrestling rating review shows of this week. I got TNA Bound for Glory tomorrow, so I'll be doing that. I'll be talking about that. In this upcoming week, I'll be talking about the TNA NXT, TNA NXT, um, you know, situation. Everything going on there. But yeah. But all in all, man, this was a great PLE, man. If you really want to go watch this PLE, go watch it. This is one of those PLEs I highly recommend. This is actually, if you are a wrestling fan, keyword wrestling fan, not a WWE cult like following motherfucker or AEW sicko. If you are actually a genuine wrestling fan, this is one of those PLEs that I highly recommend you go actually watch. So yeah, that is it. I'll tell you guys tomorrow. Peace.